Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 246 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Today we are talking about contribution growth and contribution growth core values. What are our core values? We're going to share 3 today. I'll share mine. I just went through a list of core values and picked them. And of course, I never just pick one. I pick one and then 3 or 4 others for each one that really support and better describe what I mean by the one that I pick. We've got Shannon's story in Guide to the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group, and she picked selflessness, empathy, and community involvement, or community, being active in her community. I'll just read a quick list of some that you could think of and choose from, and then I'll share what my 3 are. And that's what our action item is today. Think about contribution, your definition you came up with yesterday, and growing in that area, and what core values do you have that will help and support your definition of contribution? So I like to always look at lists of core values whenever I'm doing this exercise, because there's so many and it's easy to forget about them. And some speak more to us than others do. For example, integrity, innovation, accountability, honesty, respect, responsibility, communication, courage, creativity, dependability, generosity, happiness, learning, loyalty, teamwork, trust, empathy, excellence, commitment, health, family, and love. And I crossed some off right off the bat because I already know that they're my core values in other areas. The number one primary core value that comes up for me is love and family and doing what you can, making the world a better place, etc. But my 3 I selected today are integrity, which means honesty, trust, dependability, always being in alignment with what my core values are overall. Accountability and responsibility, I don't know how to separate those two. So I usually combine them together. And again, they show up in other areas of the life framework for me as well. And I put generosity, but I also said empathy and respect, because how we give and how we contribute is probably just as important, if not more important, than that we actually do it. We all have heard horror stories about people that do nice things, and they only really do it so they can promote it on their Facebook or their brand or social media. I think the things and that's where honesty and integrity and accountability and responsibility and generosity and being genuine and treating people with dignity and respect and empathy all comes into play for me when it comes to contribution, this whole area. And we'll talk about a whole lot of different topics with respect to contribution, just like we do every other life framework area. So keeping it super simple today, process you can use for coming up with and asking yourself, what are my core values with respect to this area and aspect of my life with respect to contribution? And maybe you're new to doing things outside of yourself and sharing who you really are, and contributing to the world in a way like that. And if you are, that's awesome. That means you're exploring new things and continually growing and becoming a better version of yourself. So just share 3 in the comments below. You could say, hey, honesty, integrity, and accountability are my 3, whatever they are for you. But go ahead and share them so we can learn from one another. Why I like going through other people's lists and why I like looking at Shannon's story is because selflessness, empathy, and I did add empathy to my list because of that, and community involvement. A lot of what we do is community involvement, but I don't think of that as a core value of mine. I'll explain why later as we go throughout this month. All right, have an awesome day. Happy Labor Day if you're in the United States, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.